The Academy Awards have not been free from controversy ever since their inception. In more recent times, the controversies have been rather glaring, whether it was the La La Land and Moonlight Best Picture gap, the decision to remove and then reintroduce categories from the main televised ceremony, or even the hiring and firing of Kevin Hart as the host of the show in 2019. But it turns out the Oscars aren't quite done inviting censure. In a recent set of announcements, the Academy declared that the Nigerian film LIONHEART will not be allowed to compete in the Best International Feature Film category for the 2020 Oscars. Their reason? The film uses more English dialogue than permissible. Before you question the point of the Academy's logic, it's a good time to remember that this was the category that was previously titled Best Foreign Language Film, with a rule stating that the film submitted in the category had to be in languages other than English for the most part. They could not have a majority of the film's lines in English, and that criterion has stuck on with the new category name too. This is not the first time a film is being disqualified under this rule though. The 2007 Israeli film The Band's Visit was also barred from entering the Oscars shortlist because more than 50% of the film's lines were in English. But the case with Nigeria differs ever so slightly, given that English is actually the official language of the African country. Ava DuVernay was one of the first to raise her voice against the disqualification of the Nigerian film when she tweeted saying, "To the Academy, you disqualified Nigeria's first ever submission for Best International Features because it's in English. But English is the official language of Nigeria. Are you barring the country from ever competing for an Oscar in its official language?" In a response to the controversy, International Feature Film Executive Committee member Larry Karaszewski told Deadline, "We are trying to be as global as we can. We are not looking to make things ineligible. I don't think this film was disqualified as much as it was ineligible. It's not a dismissal. It's not like we didn't like the movie, but it would be unfair to other films to not adhere to the rules." He also added that this was more a misunderstanding than an act of dismissal, defending his point by saying, "If you're submitting for something as important as an Academy Award, I would think you should look at the rules." While the makers of LIONHEART could appeal to the Academy, they might be a little too late to complete the appellate process before the shortlist is announced in December 2019 and the final 5 nominees go out in January 2020. LIONHEART is a film about a woman having to take on her father's business empire and work every possible route to keep the company afloat in the face of debt. Netflix acquired the film before its debut at the 2018 Toronto International Film Festival. The 95-minute film is currently streaming on Netflix. Tell us, do you think LIONHEART should qualify for the awards consideration? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to check out all our other content too, and don't forget to subscribe.